just been announced that Jurassic World and The Help star Bryce Dallas Howard has joined the upcoming Matthew McConaughey film Gold. Gold tells the story of Kenny Wells McConaughey, a modern-day prospector, hustler, and dreamer desperate for a lucky break. Left with few options, Wells teams up with an equally luckless geologist, Edgar Ramirez, to execute a grandiose last-ditch effort to find gold deep in the Arctic jungle of Indonesia. However, Howard will play Kay, the longtime girlfriend of McConaughey's character, who has supported him through thick and thin, but whose capacity and loyalty are tested as the hunt for gold pushes their relationship to its breaking point. Jeanette Byracel, Bryce Dallas Howard joining Gold.
I'm going to buy it. I'm happy to hear that she's joining this. I never even heard of Gold, so it sounds like a fun adventure. Could be like Romancing the Stone is kind of like a little bit how I read this. And if that's the way they're playing it, then it's perfect. I know they're halfway through the shoot and they just added her, which is great. So I think I'll buy it.
Yeah. Did you say the Arctic jungle of Indonesia?
I don't know why I just said that. I was like, that does not make sense as I was saying it.
That sounds
it with confidence, though.
Freezing jungle.
It's a climate change movie.
I was like, just keep going.
I love Bryce Dallas Howard. She was a revelation to me in The Help. She was so good in that, but the problem is she didn't get the recognition she deserved because she was surrounded by this huge gaggle of uber talented women who all shined in that movie. It was crazy, and she was fantastic in it. Now, don't let Jurassic World color your vision of Bryce Dallas Howard. She is far more talented than what she showed in that movie because that movie didn't give her much of a character to work with. She's running through the jungle fighting T-Rexes in high heels. I mean, like what act? Meryl Streep couldn't have done any better than she did in that. So let's give her a pass on that. McConaughey is a guy right now who can pick and choose whatever he wants to do. He's still riding that glow of the Academy Award and the reconnaissance and everything like that. So the fact that they're picking up somebody like her, that talented, that gives me even more hope for the movie. For me, it's a buy.
It's a buy on paper because anything McConaughey does right now, provided this is the McConaughey of recent, that he didn't sign on to do this movie in like 2004,
Bongos,
when he's coming off of Fool's Gold or something like that. Or was he in Fool's Gold or is that something? It doesn't matter. He made a lot of bad movies for a long time.
Failure to Launch, come on, that was
when
classic.
I read this screams Sahara to me. And then I'm like, well, that wasn't that good of a movie, but it did have a fun adventure vibe. If that's the McConaughey we're going to get in this movie, fine. But you said that she's being added to this film and we're halfway through the shoot. That worries the crap out of me. That doesn't worry you boys at all that they're halfway through making a movie and then they're like, oh, hey, Bryce, grab your heels, come into the jungle with us. We need another character.
I just think they probably didn't, they hadn't cast that role yet and they were shooting all these other scenes.
Okay.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
my guess.
like as you know, a lot of these films, probably most of them, they don't shoot them chronologically.
Right.
Sometimes you'll get on set and you're shooting the last scene, the very last scene of the movie on your first day on set and whatever. So they just shot it a certain way. They didn't need the actress who's playing the main female lead until halfway through the shoot. So I'm not really that concerned about it.
Okay, well, she got loads of talent. It sounds like a fun movie. McConaughey knocks everything out of the park, so sure.